Rural situations you might encounter. In rural areas, you may encounter vehicles, animals, and situations that you don't normally encounter in city driving. Apply the same driving techniques in rural areas that you would in city areas. Explain how to safely deal with slow-moving vehicles. A tractor, for example, is a slow-moving vehicle. It is unable to travel at highway speed. The difference in speeds between an approaching vehicle and a slow-moving vehicle ahead of it often causes dangerous situations. If you find yourself closing in to less than 3 seconds behind a slow-moving vehicle, slow down and prepare to pass. The red and orange triangle sign mounted on slow-moving vehicles helps driver identify them quickly from a distance. What following distance should you maintain behind this tractor and why? What lane position should you get into and why? Okay, right there's an oncoming car. It's hard to see, but it's there. So you definitely don't need to pass, even though the road marking says you can, but it's not safe. Explain precautions to take when encountering animals or along the roadway. Each year, millions of dollars in property damage occur when animals and other motor vehicles collide. Hitting a large animal can cause serious injury or death to you, your passengers, and the animal. If you see one animal, realize there's probably more. Do not get out and attempt to hurry any stragglers across the road. You are much safer in your vehicle. Do not risk a more serious collision braking hard or swerving trying to avoid the animal. Use the horn. Have you ever heard the expression like a deer caught in the headlights? If you see a deer while driving at night, sound your horn. Don't use your headlights. Deer tend to freeze, whereas loud sounds will more likely cause them to flee. Describe 2 actions you can take to allow hazards to separate when meeting oncoming traffic. Very little space separates you from oncoming traffic on a two-way road. With traffic moving at higher speeds, a head-on collision can cause serious damage, injury, or death. Try to adjust your timing so that the oncoming vehicle will approach you when you have the least risk of collision. Separate the hazards in or next to your path of travel. Adjust your speed to deal with only one hazard at a time. Slowing down is often your best option. If you're meeting a line of vehicles, slow down and move into lane position 3 to provide a little more space between you and the approaching vehicles. Oncoming drivers may cross into your lane because of a blowout or hitting or swerving a pothole to avoid a pothole, animal, or other debris on the road. When you see a slow-moving or stopped vehicle, check behind you to see if another vehicle is trying to pass. Check your right front zone and move into lane position 3, or onto the road shoulder if necessary. Be alert when driving at night. Keep your windshield clean. At night, headlights shining over the crest of the hill can warn you of an approaching vehicle. Do not look directly into the headlights because you can be temporarily blinded. Look at the edge of the road at the white line to help you maintain position in your lane. How you deal safely with hazards posed by railroad crossings. Many railroad crossings do not have flashing lights and gates. Slow and check left and right before crossing. What actions can you take to avoid conflict with an animal that you spot ahead along the roadway? Describe 2 actions you can take to separate hazards when meeting traffic.